Good morning, it's Sunday. So let me talk about woodworking. So I got into woodworking, and the reason that I got into woodworking is because I've been trying to find other ways to use my own creativity. I'm an engineer, I study engineering in school, and my job is sometimes, most of the time, becomes boring. So back in 2017, I tried to make dice trays, and the way that I've been making dice trays, it's a cheap way. I just go to like Michael's. I purchase this plaque things that they sell already made. Remove the things in the back, and then I paint them. Put felt on it, and there's a dice tray in there, and that's pretty much what I wanted to focus. Sell those dice trays for people that play RPGs. But now dice trays are made out of leather, which is more portable. Pretty much portability has become a thing. Um, but I've been watching some videos on YouTube for woodworking. I decided to invest in some equipment, so I got myself a jigsaw, which is right there, and I got myself a Dremel blueprint, which is that gigantic box in there, that corner. I also have a meter saw, and that over here is a cheap coping saw that I bought because I don't have the space to have a gigantic scroll saw. Yeah, scroll saw would be nice because then I can do more artwork. So I've been teaching myself to make some things. I've been watching some videos and getting some ideas. One of them is cell phone holders, and I've been making a few of them. Here are some of the first ones that I made. One right here, and which I had a cell phone to show you how it looks. But yeah, made a cell phone holder, and you pretty much put your cell phone in here. I might probably get my cell phone so but you guys can see how this works. So let me just leave this here quickly while I get my other cell phone. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. So like I was saying, I decided to make cell phone stands or cell phone holders, so that way you can watch stuff. This is one of the designs that I made. The idea is that for this one at least, is that you have a little notch. So if you want to charge your phone, you could do that. Let me see if I can connect this in here. However, I didn't account it very well for the dimensions, and they this on YouTube they use a 2x4x8 to make this. So it came out a little bit shorter. However, it's still useful. This one, I made a different design. Decided like, okay, this is too stock. What if I want to take it with me? This is a little bit bulky. I want things to take less space. So came up with an idea. What if I put them with a hinge? So I built one with a hinge, and this is what it came out. And this one I think works best in my opinion. This design, in my opinion, works way better. And again, I like it. It uses a hinge, and the cell phone sits there. And you can see it works really nice. Really do like it. So like if I lift it up, like the hinge go back, So yeah, I made this one, and I think I like this. And again, I've been making this right here in my apartment. And then last Friday, I had an idea. Since I practice martial arts, to make a practice weapon, so I decided to make a um, practice wooden knife, and this is the knife that I made. And I used the jigsaw. And again, for me, this is a way of learning, practicing with tool, practicing with my dimension skills, which is measuring things, just tape measure, measuring things, and coming up with ideas of design for a problem or something that is useful to solve a situation, And we know we like um, cell phone stands, We watch a bunch of stuff, videos, and that kind of stuff most of the time. So I think this is a useful item in my opinion. So I think I'm going to make more of this ones. I do like this design, but I think this design is probably more useful in my opinion. Anyway, that's how I got. So yeah, I've been doing some woodworking, and I do like the idea of learning new skills, practicing skills that I have, and seeing where things go, and well, I plan to sell them at some point. But it's something that I'm doing for myself because I don't want to get a second job. I want to try to have a little bit more control over my life. So woodworking is um, it's enjoyable, and again, I'm using skills that I already have. I know how to use a tape measure, take measurements. I know how to use tools for most part, but it's now a way of practicing to get my cuts more precise, and coming up with the idea of designing this. And this idea just hit my brain when I was building this. So that this was like, what if I put a hinge? Is that possible? And I decided to try it out, and it works. It does seem to work really well, in my opinion. Anyway, bye.